Continue with the interview process.
Never asshole. What if you just
I'm
say how
waiting
you
to
feel?
answer your question. I'm waiting to answer your question. You had a couple of questions you wanted to know.
Well, Kevin,
You
you're
said, "Do
fucking.
I think I'm always right?" Right? And I told you no. And
Okay.
the reason
What?
why I said no is because I know I'm always right. Now, no, what's the next question?
Oh my god, I almost threw up in his mouth.
Now, what's the next question? Do I? You said, do I take in consideration the thoughts of others? Right?
Exactly.
Exactly, I do. There's,
You do?
of course, I do.
Nope. I would say no to that question.
I know
I'm
you
telling
would
you.
say no, but see, there you go.
I'm
You're
sorry.
not
I think
interviewing me.
why?
You're making your own observation. You're supposed to be. You're asking me. So how you gonna answer the question for me?
Well,
I'm
because
telling
I've
you.
made my.
No, I'm gonna tell you why.
I can't even finish my
And
thought. Of course.
of course not, because you asked the question and didn't let me finish it. I was answering the question and you stopped me. I'm giving you the reason why I said I do. I do because I know the importance of outside information. Other people know other things that you may not have known. So it's always good to pay attention to everything because you never know what could be important to you down the roads. So I would be unwise to ignore. Like when you were shocked, I remembered things. Like, oh, you remember? I'm like, yeah, I was listening. Even though you might not have thought I was listening, I listened. You don't listen, but that's another story. So
That's bullshit, Kevin. You know what? First of all, don't judge me.
I'm not judging you. I'm just telling you that
Oh,
you
well,
don't
you
listen.
did, though. Did you?
So, okay, let's go with the questions. Okay.
Liar, Kevin.
All right, what's the next question? I like this.
Do you? You're so full of bullshit, Kevin. You're so fucking opinionated. It's ridiculous.
You the one said you wanted to ask me these questions and you just started off with the questions. I'm finna answer them for you. Okay, let's go. What's the next question?
Hey, why are you so fucking jaded?
Jaded. Can you be more specific?
Nope.
That jaded about what?
Just in general. You seem super jaded, Kevin.
Um, Jaded about I don't get it. Jaded about what? Like what topic? What just it doesn't make sense. Can you clarify it a little bit more?
Well, just in relationships in general.
In relationships in general, I seem jaded. Why do you feel I feel jaded in relationships?
Well, first of all, you don't like being told what to do.
Who likes to be told what
But
to
yet,
do?
you tell me what to do. You tell me not to smoke cigarettes, not to do this, not to do that.
I didn't
So
tell you not
it's
to.
impossible on you.
I didn't tell you to do none of those. No, I never told you
Yes,
not to do any of
you
those
have
things.
text messages to prove it, Kevin.
Well, you can look at the text messages all you want, but I didn't tell you not to do those things.
Really? You said stop smoking them cigs. Did you not?
I don't know. It depends on you probably reading a part of a text, and that
Wow.
right. You don't know. I mean, I don't understand the conversation that was going on in the text.
Uh-huh.
You just can't read me one part of it because I think you probably was like drunk texting, and I probably like, look,
Oh,
stop
wow.
smoking,
You can bring that up, are you?
stop drinking and smoking and texting me when you drunk and smoking. I'm like, you don't do this sober.
Wow, Kev.
And I never told
Okay.
you to stop smoking. I just said, like, Smoking and like I don't have nothing to do with smoking. Period. You want to smoke? That's you.
You really have no point.
I do. I know I'm not finna die from secondhand smoke. So
Shit. I never listen.
you ain't killing
Never
me.
smoke.
So whoever you finna kill, go ahead.
Listen, asshole. I never fucking smoke around anybody. So stop that. And second of all, you know what? Oh my god, all you do is piss me off to the fullest.
How? Because I just answered you truthfully. You don't like. See, that's the thing. You started off saying you don't like to be told what to do.
Oh my god.
You don't like to be told what to do. Like who likes to be told what to do? Like, but
Nobody.
you tell me what to do. I don't tell you to do anything.
Get the fuck out of here, Kevin. I never told you what the fuck to do ever.
That's you.
Second of
That's
all,
not you can, but it ain't gonna work.
I don't give a shit. I would never tell anybody what the fuck to do.
So that's good. That's gonna be good for you. Now, is there any more of this question interview session?
Yeah, as long as you're super fucking defensive, and you always are.
I'm not. I'm very cool. You can ask whatever. Go ahead and ask your question.
Kevin, I swear to God, that it's someone you want to fucking slap the shit out of you.
Oh no, you won't. I guarantee you that.
What are you gonna do? Slap me back?
No, I'm gonna have you arrested.
What?
I'm gonna
You
be
fucking
security. Arrest this crazy woman for even thinking she could put a hand on me.
First of all, I've never put my hands on anyone.
I know that. That's why I know
And you
you
know
was
what?
just
Let's
joking.
not even talk about any of this because I don't,
You
want to
brought
get
it up. You the one saying you gonna hit me.
I
I
did
asked
not.
you for the next question. I'm like, what is the next question?
Let's just
That's what's making
talk
me
about
think
something else.
you smoking some other stuff.
That's just fucking asshole.
Yep, you rolled up some trees, smoked, and then called and got crazy.
Yeah, let's blame it all on Kindle, shall we?
Well, I'm waiting to answer your question.
Why don't you then?
You didn't ask it. ask,
So ridiculous.
ask your question.
Why are you such a fucking douchebag? What about that?
Oh wow. Well, it all happened back in 1865. Um, it was this king, a ruler in this nation, and he didn't like cheese. He had a lactose intolerance disease, so he thought this other town poisoned him. So he sent his troops in there, and then they started a war. And then back then, you know, when the war happens and you take over the town, he wanted to take his woman and took her over there. But they had different religions. You know, one was Muslim and one was Hindu. So they started a big conflict over there. And once the conflict started, you know, the Hinduans went over there to invade the castle and fight the people over there and take the land and everything else. And so the blacks that were over there who was occupying the land decided that, hey, you know, we had this land before any of you, you know, and you guys kind of came over here and took it over, and now you're making us work on our own land. And they was like, shut up, stay out of this. This is between us, the Muslims, and the Hindus. So they said, you know what, fine, we're leaving. He's like, no, you're not. You're not going nowhere. So they say, I bet you we are. So they had a big war with them too. Both of them teamed up together. They went over there, grabbed them, took the land. Instead of saying, hey, you guys can stay here and you're going to still work for us. Nope. They said, we're going to sell to you guys. And they sold these guys to a guy named Frank. A guy named Frank came over there and said, hey, man, I'll take all these dudes right now. And they negotiated price and, you know, he jewed them down. So when he jewed them down and everything else, many years went by. They came over there and they said they were going to give them 40 acres of mule and BET, and that did not happen. And next thing you know, it was a big melee, a lot of problems happened, a lot of things ensued, and I was born many years later, and then I
Oh
just,
wow.
I,
You were so fucking crazy.
yeah, when I was
Wow.
born, I had this chip on my shoulder. I just have these images of what happened from way back thousands of years ago, and it makes me bitter, or a bit of
I guess that's what happens when you grow up as a GPS fucker.
yeah, and I've grown up, and next thing I would kept smelling this bag that was in the bathroom.
In reality,
I
you
didn't know
might
what
have
that
made
bag was.
it.
It was this big bag with a tube on it, and it used to be in the bathtub. I used to play with it in the bath when I take a bath. And I used to blow the bag up, put it in the water, let water run in the bag. It was like a toy when you were a kid, and it was. I didn't know it was a. I didn't know what douche was, but that's what it was. It was an old douche bag. So that's probably where the
Whatever.
douche bag came from. All right. So I guess that's why I'm such a douchebag.
Well, you kind of are. Super douchebag. First of all,
I didn't have a cape, so I don't think. Well, the towel could have been a cape when I came out the tub.
Stupid douchebag Muslim.
So, oh yeah, and I can never be with anyone that smokes. So we got something in common.
Are you talking about a personal story? Because I don't know about it.
Well, of course you don't know anything about it because I haven't told you.
Whatever.
Just because you're a model does not mean that you get to go around smoking cigarettes and thinking you're gonna kill me in the process. That's not gonna happen.
Listen. I didn't do that. And
You're not.
like I'm starving.
You're not gonna kill me with secondhand smoke. That's not gonna happen.
That's fine. I never exposed you to that, and I've never. Listen, I don't need you to make me feel guilty about my addiction. Okay? I don't need you or anyone to make me feel guilty about anything.
I'm making you feel guilty. If you want to go,
You kind of are.
if you want to smoke, you can smoke. That's your prerogative. I'm not stopping you. It's just not gonna be. I'm not gonna be around, so you can smoke away. Smoke like a chimney.
And that's perfectly fine, Kevin. I don't want to be with you.
That's perfect.
You want to be friends?
Of course. That's what I thought we were friends. I thought we were already friends.
You keep making me feel horrible about wanting one or two cigarettes. Like I just.
I'm not making you feel horrible about it. If you want to smoke,
You can't do that.
if you want to smoke, go ahead and smoke. It has nothing to do with me.
Fine, whatever, Kevin.
That's your prerogative.
Suppose you do it. My God, you make it seem like you're a fucking plague.
Smoking has been banned in almost every restaurant. Smoking has been banned. I don't know. Where could you smoke now?
And doing what you keep doing, Kevin. God damn it. All I'm saying is that I cannot keep hanging around with you if you keep fucking with me.
What are you talking about?
Just stop. Don't make me feel guilty about things that are my demise. Like, stop it. Just stop.
Are you feeling okay?
No, I'm not feeling okay because you do this.
Do you take like medication?
I don't know what else to say.
Cause you go from like one thing to another thing, and you go like I told you to jump off the bridge.
Yes, because you make me go there.
Why? Because of cigarettes?
No, because you make it seem like it's the worst thing ever. And you know what, Kevin? I don't
I
have time for this. I already have so much shit going on. Like I don't have time for this. So
what are you talking
there's bound
about?
to be.
You're making
You know what? I'm more sensitive because ever since I started talking to you, you make me feel guilty about smoking or drinking or whatever. But you know what, Kevin? I don't care.
I'm not making
I'm
you
gonna be.
feel
I don't
guilty
care.
about anything. You're making yourself feel guilty. I'm not doing that.
All right, Kev.
Now, I was supposed we started this conversation. You wanted to ask me questions. I said we were talking about that wedding, and I was going to tell you about it, but you stopped me because you wanted to ask me some questions.
Well, it kind of seems that you don't really see anybody else's perspective at all, ever. Obviously, not your friends, not anyone.
I didn't even tell you what
A very
happened.
strong opinion
You
on
already
what
made
people
your
are.
assessment, and you don't even know what happened. This is what
And
happened.
you know what? Not everybody can live up to your perfect fucking expectations. No one.
All right, well,
So
listen.
good luck
This
to
is
you
what
and your
happened.
fucking perfect girl.
Okay, do you want to hear what happened? This is what happened. Okay, 2 months ago, this person was single, walks into Starbucks, gets a Starbucks coffee or whatever that thing is that they get, grabs a Starbucks coffee,
God.
and decides that he's going to start a conversation in there with the girl who writes his name on the cup. So now that he wrote her name on the cup or whatever, he's talking to her, and they go out 3 days later. He picks her up to hang out. Then the next time he takes her, she has a son. He meets her son. He meets her mom. Next thing you know, for 2 weeks, they're all on Facebook and Instagram. Pick, 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 pick. We're going to this place. We're going to that place. She went to the college football game with him. They're out at the brewery together. Pictures, pictures, pictures. This is a guy who never really puts any pictures up on social media. Now it's 1,000 pictures. Now he's talking about I'm finna pop the question and ask her to marry me. It's been 2 months. And when he told me the news, I was like, 2 months? And you ready to do this? Are you crazy? It's been 2 months. Yeah, I'm just gonna get engaged and pop the question, and he's ready to go. I could have said congratulations, and that'd have been the end of it, and been happy for him. But I think I did the right thing. I said no because I gotta say something. Because if I don't say something, it could be wrong. I if something go wrong, and I'll be like, see, I knew from the beginning I should have said something. At least put it in his mind. Like, look, it's been 2 months, and you're talking marriage. That's crazy. So maybe it could rattle some in his brain, but he got so defensive, he hung up. So that's where he at now. I'm not calling him back. So he's the one that's upset. He's probably processing it in his brain. That love and lust got in his head, and he's not thinking right. So hopefully he start thinking right. Come back to the world.
Well, you're saying that the girl isn't right then.
I'm not saying she's not right. I'm not saying she's right. I'm just saying 2 months is not enough time to know somebody enough to talk
So
about spending
you
the
have a
rest of your life
history
with
of
them.
thinking. Does he have a history of making the stupidest mistakes ever?
I don't really know. It's not like we grew up together, but what I know from him, like when I told you, he's been in long relationships, 2 3 years. They break up, then he got another one, and that they doing bonfires and playing guitar and all that stuff, open toe sandals and jeans, and next thing you know, they broke up, and here comes another one. It's that's just his thing.
Oh,
He's one of those guys that's got to have a relationship going. So I don't know. I think he just wants to be married. Because probably the rest of his friends are. So it's like the thing to do. It's like I've been wanting to get married, and now this is it. So hey, if he wants to do it, that's cool. I ain't got no problem with it. He's just not better not ask me to be in the wedding. You know. But I think after tonight, he ain't gonna even invite me, and that's good. 'Cause I don't want to go. I don't want to go to no weddings. I've been invited to stand up in weddings. I'm like, I'm not standing up in no wedding. I don't have time for it. I'll go. Like my cousin got married, my friend Chris. When Chris got married, when Chris got married, Chris asked me to stand up in his wedding. His wife was real upset about that. She probably still upset about it now. She was, your friend asked you to stand up in his wedding and you turned him down. I'm like, absolutely. I did not stand up in my cousin's wedding. I am not standing up in a wedding. That is not going to happen. I'm not going to no rehearsals. I do not have time for this nonsense. I'll show up. That way I can come in. I left their wedding anyway, and she's still mad about that. I left the wedding early. It was a fight that night. Bernard Hopkins and De La Hoya was fighting. And I'm like, look, I gotta go. Look, y'all gotta speed this food up and everything else, speed the speeches. Let's get this. This thing should have been wrapped up by now. I'm missing the undercard. It's a boxing match. I'm like, I almost wasn't here. Y'all lucky to be seeing me right now. I'm cutting out of here. They late bringing this food. And I'm like, somebody else can eat my plate. I'm gone. So I left and that was that. But they still been together. They've been together for a while now.
and I
They
hope
have,
they're together forever.
yeah, they got two beautiful sons and they're happy. And but I tell you what, they didn't wait no 2 months. They dated for years before that happened. Wasn't no 2 months.
Well,
Don't worry, this thing's gonna blow up. Believe me, he might go ahead and get married. But in about a year or two, here comes problems, here comes divorce. By that time, I'm quite sure he'll be speaking to me. Hey man, how you been? I'll be like, oh, no problem. How's the marriage? Oh yeah, man, it wasn't really working out. You were right. I know I'm gonna get that. This might be 2 years from now, but I know it's coming. You see, like I said to you, I don't think I'm always right. I know I'm right
because he's an asshole.
in every aspect of the word.
Maybe.
ASSHOLE.
Well, listen, at least you never get hurt, right?
You said at least I don't get hurt.
Mm-hmm.
Of course I get hurt. I banged my foot the other day on this doggone step. Foot is killing me. So I get hurt like everybody else.
Mm-hmm.
Or you mean like that entertainment TV type hurt. The reality TV show
You're a
hurt.
fucking asshole. Get the fuck out of here. You know what?
Why am I? What I'm asking, like, which type of hurt you talking about? The reality show hurt, or like what?
Well, you know what? Just because everybody doesn't like the same things that you do, and everybody likes different things, doesn't mean that
Did I say it was bad?
Like, such a fucking
Did I say everyone should watch anything that I watch?
whatever.
Look, I understand that
Everybody likes your stupid shit, cuz.
not everybody likes what I watch, and I don't. If you don't like what I watch, that's fine. I don't force people to like. As long as I will like it, that's all that matters to me. As long as I like what I'm watching, I'm happy.
Exactly. So let's be alone, Kev.
Who's alone? I have the entire internet world. I am an internet star.
Yes, you are.
I'm that guy that's on that program that they see sometime. Oh man. That's funny. This interview has turned into an entire harassment.
Wow. I'm sure you're gonna turn it around. Sure you are.
Okay, can I ask you some questions now?
What?
Have you been drinking tonight?
Nope.
Okay. Are you inebriated in any kind of way right now?
Nope.
So you're just genuinely up and decided you wanted to talk to me tonight.
Maybe.
What you mean, maybe? You called me back again after we just talked.
Yeah, just because I'm super annoyed with you.
Why would you be annoyed with me?
Well, because I feel like you think that you're always right when you're not.
I don't think that. I know I'm right.
Oh my god!
You keep saying I think I know
Now
I'm
you're
right.
arguing. I'm not going to argue with you, Kevin.
It's not an argument. I'm just answering, just clarifying your question.
Okay. What else? Any more questions, Kevin?
Oh yeah.
Oh, I thought that you were going to please interesting. So go ahead. Ask me some interesting questions.
Okay. Why are you so neurotic?
Neurotic?
Yes.
I'm not going to answer that because I'm not. Next.
Are you on any prescribed medication?
Nope. Next.
Have you been into a doctor to see should you be on any
Nope.
prescribed medication?
Nope.
Okay.
And no. And just because you're asking me these fucking questions, Kevin, are you fucking serious?
I'm asking questions. That's.
You are fucking out of your mind.
I'm asking questions.
Really?
That's it. I'm just asking questions.
Do you think that maybe you should even fucking hang around with me then?
I'm trying to. That's why I'm asking these questions, so I can find out.
Are you fucking crazy?
Okay, so now you said you're not on medication. You have not been to a doctor to see if you should be on medication. Can you make an appointment for next Tuesday?
Are you seriously fucking kidding me? You're doing this
You gotta admit that's funny.
It's not.
Gosh, you have no sense of humor.
No, I guess you don't. Not when you start acting like a super fucking ass.
Oh my goodness. Well, that's all the questions I have.
Of course you do. There's not anything about my life, not anything, right?
Oh, you want to ask questions about your life? I'm serious.
What?
I think so. You want to ask some? Okay, I'm gonna show you what I'm talking about.
I don't think you're mature enough
You want me to
to
ask
have
questions
real
about your life?
conversation, to be honest.
You say you want me to ask questions about your life? You want me to ask questions
Yeah.
about your life?
Why don't you?
Do you know? You must don't remember. I have a very good memory because you told me not to ask you any questions about your life. Remember? Obviously, you don't.
Hold on a second. I just took. Yeah, it probably says I could use an asshole.
No,
I mean, Kevin,
you
why
said
are
a
you
lot.
always being such a fucking asshole, though? Seriously.
I don't understand what you're talking about. I really don't. We're going around in
No?
circles.
Are we?
Yeah, because I don't know what you're talking about.
No? It seems like you're super always judging me.
I'm not drilling you.
You're not judging me? Really?
Nope.
Kindle, stop smoking cigarettes. Stop doing this. Stop doing that. I can show you the text messages.
Nope. I only told you if you was gonna text me crazy, you need to probably stop doing a lot of stuff.
Okay? Kevin,
But I told you if you want to do it, that's on you. Knock yourself out. You can smoke 3 at a time.
exactly, Kevin. I need to be myself.
There you
I
go.
can't
Be
be myself.
yourself. You can be your entire self.
Okay. All I need to know is if you want, me, I need to be myself. I can't, like, not be myself, Kevin. You can't keep continuing to be so fucking judgmental.
I'm just saying, you can do what you want. I'm
Feels
just
like
saying, you're
that,
just not
Kevin.
gonna
It
smoke
feels
around
like
me.
that.
You can smoke outside. You can smoke anywhere you want. You just not gonna smoke around me. That's just
That's fine, Kevin. Did I ever?
that's all I'm saying. So I'm not telling you not to be you. Do you? If you want to smoke, go smoke up.
fine. So
get one of those little long cigarette holder things and smoke them, or however y'all do y'all little
this
thing.
is where you take things to a different level.
Why? They don't have those?
Yeah.
They don't have those?
Hope you find the perfect fucking bench. Just saying, because it's super hard to please you.
What do you mean, please me? What do you mean it's hard to please me?
You're so fucking judgmental.
I'm judgmental.
Yep.
How am I judgmental? And you
Kevin,
deal with people's money for a living.
Oh, so now you're gonna. I can't even.
That's what I'm saying. I'm like, you got.
Oh, now you're gonna criticize everything else in my life, right? Besides, like, you don't really know me though. You don't. But yet,
Who says I'm criticized? I haven't even said anything yet.
Don't do anything, Kindle.
What are you? That's what I'm saying. I haven't even said anything yet. I just said you deal with people's money for a living. So you have to deal with people's personalities. Exactly right. That's what I'm trying. You already freaking out, and I haven't even said anything yet. So that's what I'm saying is how you're not able to take anything I'm saying when you have to do this every day as a businesswoman.
Well, Kevin, I've been fucking with you on a personal level from at least a month and a half. So all I have to say is that you are super judgmental. And you know what? I don't know. I don't know what to say, Kevin.
I'm judgmental? I don't think I'm judgmental. I think I'm a truth teller.
Okay. You're a realist.
Exactly.
Okay. Great. Well, that's a great switch from woman. That's a realist too.
And you messed up the Star Wars order, and I forgave you. Now you see that? Now, wasn't that very nice of me?
Nope.
I forgave you for messing up the whole Star Wars order. And I forgave you.
Okay.
I said, you know what? That's okay. And then that last thing after we saw The Force Awakens, you made that comment. And I don't even want to go back through. I'm not going to go back there. And I blew up. You end up getting pulled over by the cops. The entire night went left. And I was the one who went through all the ordeal. Took me days to recover. But I did. And I forgave you. Because you do not know what you're doing. And I said, that's not what she meant. So I do care about other people's feelings, but you just do not pay attention to things like that. You didn't even notice what all I went through. the pain and anguish I had to go through breaking the Star Wars order, going from episode 4, skipping all of them, and just going all the way to The Force Awakens. And then a week before Star Wars, you hit me with a curveball? That's insubordination. Did you think about my feelings when I was gone?
That's not.
See? I was scarred for 2 days. Scarred. That almost threw off my Jedi training. Well, my Sith training.
So,
Yeah, I'm tapering down now. I'm almost ready for the movie. I hope they plow up all this snow so I can go over here and get everything done. So I can't have no distractions when Star Wars hits. It's gonna be massive. I gotta be focused. I gotta be ready to go. Everything's gotta be in divine order. And then you hit me with that curveball in the middle of the Force Awakens. I tried to help you out yesterday. I said, hey, episodes 5 and 6 is on TNT. I tried to help you out so you'll be caught up. They probably finna run it all this week too, especially the day before. I've been seeing the Force Awakens around lately. Yeah, I can't have no distractions. I gotta be ready to go and focus. That's the mindset.